Hey guys, Dr. Schilling here with Secoya Health, and we're with Mikayla today. Mikayla, tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, where are you from?
A little bit about myself. I'm from Tampa, Florida, but I'm actually moving to Colorado. And I was a cheerleader my whole life and went to college to cheer, and I went to Liberty University.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, before you came to Secoya, what were you struggling with?
Daily nausea, sharp pains, and really increased appetite, issues as far as food restrictions.
Okay. And how did that make you feel?
Hopeless.
So inspiring.
Yeah.
Okay. So, when you think about how it was interfering with your life, how did it affect you?
Really was unable to exercise, or just the day-to-day going to work was a struggle every day. Am I going to feel bad today? Am I going to be able to get through the day? Can I eat food today without being nauseous? So really everything.
I mean, just crippling your life, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. So, before you came here, what was your biggest concern?
Will it get better?
Sure. Yeah, we talked on the phone. You're like, I'm not really sure if this is going to get any better.
Yeah.
Because you've been struggling with it since, your last concussion in 18 and things like that. So it had been a hot minute since you were been struggling with this.
Yeah.
And some of the people that care about you the most, we think, were second guessing it, thinking, well, that can't possibly work, right? And so, since you've been here, like, what would you say as you reflect now? We're just coming out of an intensive week. Mikayla came in last week, and we've done some intensive work over the last 10 days. And so now that you're gone through that, just compare and contrast, like, what you're feeling.
Overall anxiety has lessened a lot. I haven't had any sharp abdominal pain since the day I've been here. I have only been nauseous maybe temporarily for like an hour one night, but it was more of stress because it was the only 2 days I didn't come in here, that being the weekend.
Sure.
So I think it was more that than anything.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been eating normally. I'm actually hungry for the first time in a few years, and I feel a lot less like my brain fog has improved, so I'm not so in the clouds.
Thinking straight is really helpful. If there was anything that you felt was hard, like, what was the hardest thing we asked you to do? If anything, if there was anything, I don't know.
The amount of shakes a day.
Sure. When you're trying to intensively decrease someone's inflammation, it can be a lot. Like another shake. Like, we do like a 10-day intensive detox and just really put a lot of what's called medical food in your system and just really drop the inflammation down. Was there anything that surprised you about us, your experience?
Everything.
Okay.
Everything.
All right. Anything in particular, like I was the most surprised by?
My favorite thing was actually when we did the adjustment without actually manipulating any bones.
Oh, yes.
Because I've been going to a chiropractor, but I have seen the most improvement from that, from one session with you than going to the chiropractor for the last 10 years.
It's neurology, right? When you start with the brain tells the muscles what to do. The muscles affect your joints. If your joints hurt and you haven't been hit by a car falling down the stairs, it's coming from your brain, is what we typically say. So for someone else that has lack of appetite, brain fog, painful joints, stabbing, what else? What would you say to someone else that might be considering this type of intensive work, right? Because you left home, right? Granted, you're in transit from Florida to Colorado. That being said, it was a little convenient. It was convenient for you,
yes,
per se. But for someone else who, because we have people come from Connecticut and Florida and Texas and all over the place, what would you say to them?
To just take the leap and come and make yourself the priority for probably the first time in your life.
True story. Yeah. All right. Thanks so much for your time.